Welcome to Stan the Wine Man TV. I am your host, Stan Rutan, and this is the Blue Collar Wine Show, where I help you spend your wine dollars wisely. We are doing a blind episode. A lot of you guys like those blind episodes. I kind of like them because I've been surprised many times by the result. What we're going to do today is a blind tasting of Zinfandel. Now, I love Zinfandel. I know a lot of you like Zinfandel. In fact, I've said this many times. The reason you know I like Zinfandel is because you can never find one in the cellar. I'm always yanking them out and drinking them. It's kind of, to me, it's like I spoil myself with Zin. This is, for me, it's like a solo wine. I just like to enjoy a glass of Zinfandel when I want a real punch to my palate. Now, not all Zinfandels are big, heavy fruit bombs. There's a lot of different styles of Zinfandel. So, and in fact, at the end of this episode, tell me which one. Do you like the big, jammy Smucker's Zin, or do you like them to be a little bit more balanced in the between, or do you like them a little drier? I'd like to know. What's your style that you like? Just a real quick rundown of Zinfandel. It's kind of U.S.'s signature wine. Grown big time in California. Back in the 70s, they made white Zin. That kind of saved the wine world. And when white Zin got really popular, they planted more Zin, which is kind of funny because the reason they made white Zin is because they had too many Zin grapes, so they had to do something with them. They made this like blush rosé style wine, which they're fairly sweet. Zinfandel at UC Davis, they proved that Zinfandel is Primitivo, which Primitivo is the Italian grape. That's what they call it in Italy. And Italy got it from Croatia, which is, they call it Tribadog, or they call it Syrianic Castellanski. I think that's how you, Castellanski. Syrianic Castellanski. That's a mouthful. Now, what we don't know for sure, and they haven't found out yet, is did we get Zin in the U.S. from Italy, or did we get it from Croatia? Don't know. I'm thinking Italy, because a lot of Italian immigrants came over and settled in the U.S. Anyway, it came into the U.S. in the 19th century, 1800s, and it's become kind of the grape of the United States. Let's get started. Little Zinfandel. Number 1. Rinse. Yeah, Zinfandel's I remember the first time I think it was Ravenswood does a series of old vine Zinfandels, and I just absolutely fell in love with Zinfandel. I, of course, love most wines, if not all wines. I'm not a big fan of white Zin, I'll just be quite honest. Let's see what we get on the nose. Now, talk about jammy. This smells like raspberry, Smucker's raspberry jam. With a little splash of chocolate, a little bit of licorice, and maybe a little, sprinkle of currants. But man, the initial hit was Smucker's raspberry jam. Okay, let's see what we get on the palate. Number 1. Numero uno. Now that's a balanced Zin. I like it. It has a raspberry fruit on it. Good acidity. Tannins are firm, but not too. They don't overtake the wine. Believe it or not, yes, Zin has tannins. Good vibrant acidity. I mean, this is a good food, Zinfandel, with that kind of brightness in the mid palate. Nice. Now, the raspberries are definitely fruit forward. Raspberry. With a little hit of, I get a little bit of orange zest on the backside. And I gotta quit saying, trying to think this through. Let me get another hit of it. A little citrus, raspberry. And quite a bit of like red cherries on the palate. Like I feel like I just ate a bag of really nice ripe red cherries, maybe with a little raspberry juice on it. Good solid tannins, good acidity, great food wine. And you think about Zin, what do I have with Zin? I like to do lamb with Zin. That's a good one. I like to do some ham and Zinfandel are always good. I think Zin's good with it's good with the red pasta sauce, absolutely. And I like it with blue cheese hamburgers. Great combination. So, number one, I'm impressed with this one. Good balance, good acidity, nice fruit. So those guys that like the jammier style Zins might like this one because it has that good fruit to it. Yeah. Good start. Good start. Yeah, nice. The fruit, the cherries and raspberries just kind of pop because of that acidity. They just lift in your mouth. Really punches it out, but with good balance. I like it. Nice job. Number 2. Hey guys, thanks for putting up with the long video on the ode to Piedmont. I just, I felt like I needed to give them some love. I mean, we were there. They're going through all that problems up in in particular northern Italy with the coronavirus. They're getting a hedge on it now, though. It's starting to balance out. That's good news. All right. Oh, I forgot to show the color on the other one. Sorry about that. Got so excited because I like Zin so much. So color, really dark on this one. Not black, more in the dark towards the violet reddish dark sort of colors. Yep. Let's see what we get on the nose. When I went to the first Somm class, I think I could pick out the Zinfandel really easily. Zin has such a distinctive nose and flavor profile. This one has a lot of chocolate on the nose. I mean, I get a ton of chocolate. And underneath I get definitely currants. Yeah, mostly currants and chocolate on this one. I'm getting a touch of like a bark, like an old bark notes coming through. I just sense this cola thing, this, Coca-Cola is coming through on my nose, but, it could be whacked. I don't know. Yeah, let's see what we get on the palate. Good nose on this one, a little deeper than the other one. Now that one has oak on it. I could be wrong, but I get oak tannins on this one. A little more muted than the number one. It has good balance. The fruit is deeper. I get the currant notes. There is some acidity to this, but these tannins are kind of bothering me and taking away from the wine, in my opinion. You get that initial hit of currants, good balance up front, but then it really dries out. And it dries out because of the tannins. Really not what I would expect from a Zinfandel. It's definitely got oak on it, there's no doubt about it. I like it up front. Good currant notes, a little bit of chocolate coming through. Good balance, good acidity, but then it just dries out. I mean, dries out. Now, that being said, to be fair, if you had a blue cheese burger with this one, then those dry tannins would kind of work with food a little bit. So I'm not totally dissing this one. I'm not against it. It's just really dry. If you sat and you were watching a movie and you were trying to drink this, you'd be spitting sand out. I'm just saying. Sawdust. Oh, yeah. I kind of wish I had some pepperoni right now, or pepperoni pizza with cheese or something. That's really, really dry on the finish. Nice hit up front. long on the finish. I mean, I'm getting the currant notes, a little bit of tobacco coming through as well. Not super excited about that one. If you like oak on your Zinfandel, you'd love this one. I do like that tobacco hit on the mid palate going into the finish, almost like a ashtray in a more of a good way, I guess. Thing coming on the back side of this one. But yeah, that one's a tough one. You need food with this. I'm gonna be a little kinder after tasting it the second time. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Move on. So one really positive, one kind of Let's go to the next one. Wow. My mouth is dried out. I'm just saying. Woo. Okay. Showing some Trey Bush love, the Made in Walla Walla shirt. Got, a little sleight of hands action. Okay, number 3. This is a little darker, a little towards the black side than number 2. I think number 2 and number 1 were pretty close. Just saying. Yeah, lots of chocolate on this one as well. Now you can get those chocolate notes from an oak barrel. The toasted part of it may impart that chocolate tone to the wine. Yeah, just chocolates and currants, just like the first one. Actually, it's not quite as expressive as the second one. Excuse me. Yeah, I get some of that bark notes coming through as well. Let's see what we get on the palate. There you go. There you go. Really fairly intense currant notes, but not goopy jammy. Just nice, ripe fruit, balanced by soft but firm tannins. Currant notes, big time, with underlying maybe just a touch of chocolate coming through. Yeah, now this is a Zin that I think a lot of you Zin lovers, if you like Zin for the same reason I do, you want some of that fruit in there, you would like this one. There's an interesting, almost, not quite, it doesn't quite go there. Now tobacco is coming through on the finish, which is really cool. So that's good complexity. But I almost get, it almost goes there. It wants to get there, but then it doesn't, is eucalyptus. I get a little bit of that, sort of a mintiness kind of coming through, but not overpowering. Just good, solid currant notes, a little bit of chocolate, tobacco on the finish. This is a Zin lover Zin. I always like to say that on my notes when I'm making signs at the store if I run into one of these. It's a Zin lover Zin. And you guys know, you know what I'm talking about. Good balance. Doesn't go over the top. It stays right in its zone. Fruit, tannins. Not as acidic as the first one. Not as bright. Just that nice deep. The tannins are a little bit softer. Yeah. All right. I could drink. Yeah. I'll take a break from drinking and give this one a grade. Yeah. Long finish too. Currants and tobacco finish just kind of lingering there. I really like it. Okay. There we go. 3 Zins. In last place, number 2. You probably could have guessed that. Let's go this way. Second place, number 1. And in first place, number 3. Okay, so in last place with a B-. I originally gave it a C+, B-, but I thought, it's fairly well made. It's just got that oak. It's kind of dry. That's not a style I like, but still, it's a well-made Zin. Just not what I'm looking for in a Zin. Excuse me. Number two is the, oh, never heard of this one, 2016 Novi Zinfandel Russian River Valley. And they do some good Zin in Russian River. This rolls in at $32. So just to be quite honest, that's overpriced. I don't think if you're real into big time Zins. But if you do buy this one and if you want to try it, have it with food. This would be great with a blue cheeseburger, with roast beef, something like that. This would be good. Those dried tannins of wood on it, yeah, really does take away from it a little bit. Okay, interesting. Never heard of that one. In second place with a B+. So good score. I think C+, B- was fair, but with the B+ is the 2017 Hartford Old Vine Zinfandel Russian River Valley. So 2 from Russian River. This rolls in at $39. This is one that had a ton of raspberry. $39. So these are not chump change, you guys. I understand that, but $39. Hartford Old Vine Zin. Yeah, it's worth it. It is. It is. If you like that raspberry, that nice like bright acidity, another good food Zinfandel. Now, falling into the what I expect from a Zin category with a A-. So, really liking this one, really digging it. There you go. 2015 Sagazio Old Vine Zinfandel, Sonoma County. Sagazio. Rolls in, now get this, the cheapest one of the bunch, $30. There you go. And a lot of you are familiar with Sagazio. That guy has made it into Spectator's Top 100 quite a few times, actually. Not that I really pay attention to that sort of thing, but yes, I do know that has fallen in that. This is an excellent one. This is a 2015. Yeah, this is the oldest one of the bunch, 2017, 16. Yeah, there you go. Nice lineup. Sagazio, Old Vine Zin, Sonoma County. Check it out. If you're a Zin lover, you're going to love that wine. Very well made. Very good job. Thanks for taking a little time out of your day. I really appreciate it. Thanks to all the subscribers. I'm getting more and more subscribers. I really like that. I got to work harder, though, because I really want to get up to 1,000 subscribers. I really do. So share this with your friends. If you're enjoying these episodes, say, hey, check this out. You got this goofy guy named Stan the Wine Man reviewing wines, but I like his episodes. I hope you're enjoying them. You keep watching, and I'll keep helping you spend your wine dollars wisely.